Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Lord of the Rings draft here on the channel. Shout out to Wizards of the Coast for giving me a free preview account so I can get this video recorded for you early in the early access event. But we're going to be going pick by pick, play by play, talking through everything so you'll know what to do when you draft the format yourself. Let's dive on in. If you are interested in more of an overview to the format, I do already have a draft guide posted with top commons, archetype overviews, and things like that. We have opened up a very strong mythic rare, though. When it enters the battlefield, you can look at the top X, where X is your creature's mana value. That includes itself, so you look at the top 4. You can reveal a creature that doesn't share a type, so a non-avatar wizard, and put it into your hand. And then every time you play a creature, you get that effect too. So that's very, very strong, and is something we're going to be taking. If this wasn't in the pack, I'd be very tempted by Gandalf, Friend of the Shire, because you just draw a card if the ring tempts you and you have like another creature, which is pretty good. There's also Birthday Escape, which I think is good. Ithilien Kingfisher, which I think is good. Both of these are good blue cards as well. I really like Dunland Crebain in black, because the 1/1 bird is a great ring bearer, and the 2/2 army is pretty significant on the ground. But we're just going to be taking Radagast, really strong start to a draft. I'd probably take Gandalf second out of that pack for the record. And now we have immediately kind of an interesting choice because we have Radagast the brown, so we really want to play green so we can play that. And Samwise the Stout-Hearted, to me, on first glance, looks like the best card in this pack, just because you get to like get a 2-for-1. You play this, you get to have the ring tempt you, you get a permanent back, so that's really good. But we already have this Radagast, which means I think we want to take a green card here to try and play the Radagast. Shortcut to Mushrooms is interesting. The it only fits into certain decks, so I think like black green is the best home for this. But it's like not the best in every deck. Then there's Generous Ent, which I think is a nice card, and then there's Mirkwood Spider, which is nice. So all three of the green cards are pretty reasonable. I might just take the Sam though, because I think it is the best card, and I don't really just want to lock in my one color. And I think I can get these Generous Ents later. I think it's really good, but in my last draft I was getting these really late. That could have just been the specific pod, but I think it's a really good card. I think Soothing of Smeagol might be okay as well. I think Sam's Desperate Rescue and Nasty End is a sweet combo. Ooh. The Ents are marching to war, they said. Fangorn Tree Shepherd is interesting. It's just a 7-mana 4/10 Vigilance, essentially, that adds a bunch of mana. It works nicely with card draw, because you can just keep the green mana and then just use it to like draw through your deck if you do hit some card draw. I think that a better card is Voracious Fellbeast, because you just get a nice 2-for-1 when it comes into play, and it's cheaper. But this card is tempting with my Radagast that I already have. The Grey Havens isn't particularly great, because you want your fixing in the early turns, not when you already have your graveyard full. I think I'll just take the Voracious Fellbeast. It just seems really good to me as a top-end threat. You get a food for decks that care about that. It can fit into a nice black-green deck with Radagast. I'm seeing a couple black cards here, a couple green cards, and then a little bit of blue. But I'm willing to move away from the Radagast if it's not open. I don't see any white cards, really, other than the Westfold Rider. No great red cards yet. Okay. Okay. Here there's a Mauher as the best card. I think I already have one black card that I just took, so maybe I can move into black-red. But there's not another good black card or red card in this pack. Black Birth and Warbeast of Gorgoroth. I mean, this card's marginal, and this card I don't think is very good. Then in white, there's a few cards, but none of them are insane. I really like Shire Terrace. I think I'm going to take that just to make sure I have solid mana, no matter which direction I go. And I'll keep in mind that I'm seeing some white cards. There's only one green card. The blue card's like, okay, but this is a relatively weak pack, and so it's a good opportunity to get a Shire Terrace. Because if I do want to splash a card, like maybe I'm playing black-green and I want to splash like a red card I get, then Shire Terrace really helps with that. Okay, and now there is an Arwen Indomiel as the best card in this pack. I think it's by a pretty wide margin, too. There's also some black cards. There's Nasty End and Mirkwood Bats. Sam's Desperate Rescue. So there's 3 black cards. Relatively late Arwen. I don't know if blue has seemed that open. It hasn't really felt that open, but I am tempted by Nasty End plus Sam's. The way it works is you play like Sam's Desperate Rescue, return a creature, and the ring tempts you, which means you make something legendary. And then you use Nasty End to sacrifice that legendary creature to draw 3 cards, and you just have a bunch of both of these in your deck, and you just get infinite value. That's my theory, at least. I haven't gotten to see it in action yet. But I'll take Arwen. It's the best card, and might as well speculate on it, because there's nothing too crazy in that pack. Lothlorien Lookout, nice little 2-drop. I think at least. Works well with Arwen. And I do want to play green still. It's also a great ring bearer. Really good ring bearer. There are some white cards. Eagles of the North is a really relatively solid one. Quarrel's End is a red card, but I'll just take the Lothlorien Lookout and keep in mind that maybe green-white is open. There's no black cards in this pack. The red cards are pretty bad. Mirror Guardian is decent. Ooh, there's a lot of white cards in this pack that I really like. I really like Hobbit Sting. I think that's a great removal spell. I think Mirror Guardian is solid. I think Errand Rider of Gondor is also a nice card. I think Hobbit Sting can do some really good work as like a removal spell. I don't know which one of these is better. My first instinct when I was reading the cards is that Hobbit Sting was better just because you need to prioritize removal in your white decks sometimes. Errand Rider is really nice though. And we do see a little bit of blue here. This is a good card for a blue-white deck. I think because there's so many good white cards, I'll bias a little bit towards the white with the Hobbit Sting here. And then we get immediately punished by seeing good blue cards here, but that's not the end of the world. I think I'll take Birthday Escape over Hithlane Knots. Hithlane Knots is better with Arwen. And there's also Horses of Bruinen, but I think I'd rather just get a cheap card. Hithlane Knots is a bit more expensive, hard to use. I'll just take the Birthday Escape. I think it's just going to make the deck better. And we get another Birthday Escape. I think that versus Kingfisher is interesting. The fact that both of them wield is a good sign. This card could also go well in blue-green. I forget what I took this over, but I don't think I'll miss it that much, hopefully. Oh, it was like a Hithlane Knots or something. But I'll just take Birthday Escape over the Kingfisher. Kingfisher maybe is better. But we'll find out, I guess. I tried out Deceive the Messenger. I didn't love it. I kind of want to try this card. Also, my theory about these two cards is looking more and more accurate because it feels like you can just get these cards whenever you want them. And if you have like 4 copies of each, I feel like you're just going to grind out your opponent with like cool value. I don't really like this card. Which one's going to be harder to get? I'll just take one, see if I can get some more stuff going. And now I'll take Captain of Umbar. I kind of want to try that card. It seems decent to me. Sure, I'll take the Hobbit. In case I do end up in white, maybe. We got a Mirkwood Bats. And a last pick Captain of Umbar. Okay. So blue-green would be a decent home. I think March from the Black Gates is really good. It got played against me, and it was a real problem. There's also Glorfindel, which is a scry payoff. I did get a couple last pick blue cards. I got a lot of late blue cards, so blue might be open. Green might be somewhat open, or blue-green it specifically might be open. I don't think red is open, so I'm going to avoid red. I don't really want to just avoid the blue cards, because I think blue is going to be open if I was getting all those late blue cards. And I think Glorfindel's pretty good. The thing that's nice is if they only have like one blocker, you can just make them have to block Glorfindel and do some good stuff with that. White wasn't particularly open other than the Hobbit Sting I saw. Black wasn't super open. I guess I saw late Mirkwood Bats, which is an okay card. But I'll just take Glorfindel. The legendary creature too, which is a nice little tiebreaker because legendary creatures do perform in this set, I think. Okay, and now there is a Faramir. If the creature died, you draw a card. That's a really good card. And when the ring tempts you, you can get 1/1s. Goes well with Birthday Escape. I'm very tempted by this. The only other option is like Mushroom Watchdogs, which is not a huge priority for this deck. I don't have tons of food running around. Hithlane Knots isn't like the craziest thing. Kind of want to just take Faramir. I could even splash Faramir with my Shire Terrace. I'll do it. I'll take Faramir. I think it's a good card. Now there's a Glorious Gale. There's a Shire Sheriff. Shire Sheriff is really good, I think, as well. Just sacrifice a random food if you have one lying around. There's also a Sam. I don't really have to be blue. I could just be like a white deck. Play green-white or something. I think I kind of have to choose my colors. I don't think my blue cards are that good, though. I'm just going to take the Shire Sheriff. I think it's probably better than Sam. I don't know whether it is, but it's close, at least. There's another Voracious Fell Beast. All my best cards are white right now, or my best chance of ending up with a pretty good deck is in a white deck. Kind of want to take this or the Voracious Fell Beast. I got a lot of late blue. This is a weird draft where it's like there's nothing too crazy going on. But a 3-mana 2/4 that can give your stuff Vigilance or First Strike is nice. I mean that and the Voracious Fell Beast. I'll just take this. I don't think black was that open pack one. There is a Lorien Revealed. This card's okay in white-black. I don't really know. There's a few black cards in this pack. I'm tempted to just take Bombadil's Song or something. I guess I could take Escape from Orthanc, which isn't the best card. Or Lorien Revealed. I mean, my only blue cards are like this Arwen, which is okay, but doesn't go with my white cards. Kind of just want to take Bombadil's Song, maybe. Sure, I'll just take it. I think I'm going to avoid the trap of going into red right now. I mean, of going into black right now when black was not open pack one. I could take Revive the Shire as well. Do I have any good ETBs? It is an ETB effect. That's pretty good. I think the Slip on the Ring is going to be better than the other effect. Sure, now I'll take Second Breakfast. Second Breakfast! Well, that was a pretty good impression. I'll take Second Breakfast over Slip on the Ring number 2. This could be good for fixing. There's also a Hobbit Sting, which I like. I'll just take Hobbit Sting. I'm just heavy white now. I'm not necessarily committed to green even. Elven Farside. There's a bounce spell. I'll take the bounce. Perfect. Dunedain Blade is pretty good with Eowyn. That could be a decent combo. Wow, just wheeling Gwei here, casual. Casual wheel of the Gwei here. Sure, we'll just take random solid cards to end this pack out. This has been a crazy draft. I'm just going to cut everything that's not a white card right now, because white is the only color I know I'm playing. Which is weird, because white was not the color that I thought I would be finding myself playing off the bat. The Blade isn't very good in my deck. Interesting situation we find ourselves in. Let's see what we open pack 3. Well, that's lucky. This is like a very, very, very good card, I think. Like, it's so difficult to beat when all of your legendary creatures get buffed such a huge amount and all of your non-legendaries get like +1/+1 as well. If this wasn't in the pack, it'd be a pretty weak pack for me. I might either have to like really choose my colors and take like Birthday Escape for a draw 2 theme, or like go towards like black with a Voracious Fell Beast. But this is a really good pickup. This card's excellent. What's my creature count out here? 5 creatures, 5 non-creatures. I'm going to be looking for a lot of creatures to go with this Hobbit Stings and stuff anyway. So maybe I just choose whichever color to pair with that has a lot of creatures. Glorfindel's nice. Radagast is nice. The Lookout's nice. Okay, what do I have here? There's a Protector of Gondor, which I like a lot. Just gets me 2 bodies for 1 card, which is great with the Hobbit Stings, great with the Flowering, great with the Blade. Honestly, this card's perfect for my deck. This card's also tempting, but it'll wheel, I think. The black cards, I don't think I'm going to go into black. I think my best bet is in green, which wasn't particularly open pack 1, or blue, which was decently open pack 1. I don't think I'll take the Kingfisher because I want to make sure I get a card I'm guaranteed to play here. Okay, now we're seeing Claim the Precious, pick 3. Which is nice. Definitely a good card. I have Easterling Vanguard, Nasty Medicine, Orcish Medicine, Mirkwood Bats, Voracious Fellbeast. I've got some black cards. And Claim the Precious is really good. The other option is go towards blue with like an Athelian Kingfisher. So a Dunlin Crabane. I'm going to take the Claim the Precious. I think I could probably get there on playables in a black deck. And I think that the Claim the Precious is really nice. Now another Protector of Gondor. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. It's all coming together. I can take a Shelob's Ambush as a combat trick. Maybe wheel this Dunedain's Blade. Late green card. Let's just check our green versus black. Mirkwood Bats would probably make it. Fellbeast would probably make it. Now let's just put in my green cards. My green cards are worse than my black cards, but Ent's Fury is better than the other ones, but Ent's Fury is not that great in my deck. I'll just take the Ambush. Okay, there's a Torment of Golem, which is okay. There's also Soldier of the Grey Host, which is nice. I think I'll take Soldier over Pippin's Bravery as well. But yeah, Radagast is cool, but I don't think I can play him now. I think I end up with a white-black deck somehow. Soldier is a nice little combat trick to have. Also has flying. I think Eagles of the North is a top-end card that helps me lower my land count. Same thing with Troll of Khazad Doom. I really don't like Fog on the Barrow Downs. I feel like they just play like Slip on the Ring and just own you. Late Saruman the White, maybe? I like having a couple land cyclers. The Black Breath. I guess we'll take it. We're not going to play it, though. Artifact creature if I have an army. I can make an army sometimes. I don't think I need another Nasty End or a Lamdos. This card does make my Hobbit Stings better. Wow, late blue cards. Ooh, I like Searearth Uncle Patrol. It's a card I'm actually happy to play. Searearth Uncle. Okay, well, we have some tweaks to make here. I'm not sure how good that 4-mana Golem card is that make him discard a card. Make a 2/2 army. Seems okay to me. Seems okay. Okay, are there any cards I want here? Anything I want to splash? Not really. I could consider splashing that, but I don't really want to, so I'm not going to. So we're just playing black-white guys. What's worse? So I have one card that makes an army. That makes an army. I'm not playing Nimble Hobbit. I just think that card's bad. Unless you're like super dedicated. So I have 2 cards to make armies for the Gond thing. Yeah, I don't think that's good enough. Gond is really hard to crew too. So I'll cut Gond. And I can cut a land here. Definitely cutting a swamp if I cut a land. Because I have these 2 land cyclers to make it harder for me to flood out. I think Mirkwood Bats is pretty good. It's whenever you create or sacrifice. So like if I play a Protector of Gondor, I'll drain them out a little bit. If I like sacrifice a token with Searearth Uncle Patrol, it does 2 damage to them. I think all my cards are pretty reasonable. Like I don't have any cards that I'm super unhappy playing. And I think that the deck really came together at the end there. I think the Black Breath is my worst card. But I kind of want to try it out. What would I replace it with? Gond, probably. Or this Hobbit. But I think the Black Breath is a card that's worth trying, because maybe it like always has a target to kill. I think this deck is really good. I'm excited to see how it plays out, and I'll see you folks in the games. Once more, shout out to Wizards of the Coast for letting me play in this event early. If you have been enjoying my videos and would like to support the channel directly, you can do so at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Patreon is a place where viewers can support the creators they enjoy. So if you've been finding my videos helpful or entertaining, or if you've maybe won a couple of extra booster packs because of some of my advice, Patreon is a way for you to chip in and help the channel succeed. You also gain access to some cool rewards as a patron, like my card-by-card tier list for Lord of the Rings with my thoughts on every card in the set, and also drafts with me and other cool rewards. I'd like to give a huge shout out to the patrons who support at the credits level, but without further ado, let's get to the games. Welcome to round number 1. I do want to say I'm going to be playing 5 games with this deck because the early access event is only open for a certain amount of time, and I want to maximize my amount of drafts I get in. And 5 matches is a pretty good sample size. I am up against Lord Tupperware, which makes me very happy. He is a friend of the channel. If you've never listened to the Lords of Limited podcast, I do recommend it. I like being able to shout out my amigos when he's also been a guest on the channel before. I haven't had him on as a guest in a while. And if you do want to see him, if you do want to see him in the comments, if you do want to see him as a guest, sorry, let me know in the comments below. I'll try to get him on as a guest. Oh, no worries whatsoever. Oh, ooh, that's a nice combo. Voracious Fellbeast plus Slip on the Ring. So he's playing blue-red spells. Oh, no. It's not what I want to see. Not what I want to see at all, actually. I am so dead. I am so dead. This is really, really bad. He's just gonna start casting his strong spells, and I'm gonna die. No. 2 Erebor Flamesmiths is so much damage. One damage to each of up to 2 target creatures. I can second breakfast. I want to save this Slip on the Ring for the combo with the Fellbeast. But I'm also worried he has a counterspell. It's not that hard to have a counterspell. The counterspell's really good. See you later. Counterspells. Pretty good. Is the door closed properly? Okay, he draws 3. That's pretty annoying. I'm going to keep this token around for a little bit, though. I have cards that care about tokens and stuff. I'll get Vigilance. The pressure is on. Tupperware. Pelargir Survivor, sure. I wonder why he manually tapped black mana for that. Okay. Looks like he does have counter magic up. I'm just going to hold up Nasty End. I will sack this food. He's definitely holding up a counterspell. I'm going to bait it out with Faramir, I think. He will get to ring tempt here. So maybe I should have just held up the soldier or something. Okay. I'm going to cycle the Eagles of the North so I can make sure I play this guy. We'll see if this works. Normally I'd play this guy now, but I think I just want to be able to play the Fell Beast plan. Here's hoping he doesn't have a second counterspell. I'm not going to play around it though. Perfect. This guy stabilizes me completely. I assume he'll sack the Pelargir. Oh, it's always fun playing your friends because you're just like, oh, I can beat him. I know I can. And now I have Slip on the Ring up. Oh, he's milling me. Okay. I am going to be just fine with that if he's milling me. Definitely start sending in. He's getting a bit aggressive. Milling me. But I still have plenty of time. I'm not that worried about my life total anymore. I think he's on a new path, his new plan. So he doesn't have a wizard. His plan is to draw 2 cards, sure. And then mill me for 3. Hmm. They can sacrifice the Balrog if they want to kill my Fell Beast. I'm just doing this to get a chump block in. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so I have him dead next turn. Because I can sacrifice my tokens. Got the win! Oh, that was a crazy game. That combo with the 6-drop and the flickering thing is pretty good. I kind of wish I'd taken the second 6-drop now, but at the time I didn't think I was playing black, so that's how it goes. 1-0. See you folks next round. Welcome to round 2. We're playing against another friend of the channel, Legend, also known as Legend VD. At least I'm pretty sure that's what his username is. I've had him on as guest before as well. He's a great drafter. We're keeping this hand, even though it's kind of clunky and doesn't do much, because I believe we'll draw something useful. Lead with planes in case we draw this, but if you want me to try and get Legend VD back on as a guest, let me know in the comment section as well. Okay, I'll play Shire Terrace and look for another planes. I don't really need to play the Dunedain's Blade yet, so I'll just take this opportunity. Ooh, he's missing a land drop. Ouch. He did customize his lands, I think, which is funny, because there wasn't the option to choose Lord of the Rings lands. Nice. I don't think I'll cycle this. I'll wait a turn for sure, because I have 5 of the lands I need to cast it. It's a pretty good card once it's in play. It's basically impossible to block in many cases. I hope he can't kill this. That would be sad. Hobbit Sting, not necessarily at its best at this moment. The Nazgul. Oh no. I think Nazgul's really good. Really good. I will actually cycle this, because I want to make sure I hit my land for Voracious Fellbeast. And I want to be drawing spells leading up to that point, so I'm going to try to be hopefully playing them. Okay. I'd have rather cycled the Eagles of the North. Hobbit Sting is not as impressive right now as I was hoping it would be. Here's hoping I draw a spell that I can cast. That's a spell I can cast. He probably has removal for it, but it's really good right here if he doesn't. Don't do it. Don't do it. Please. Don't have claim the precious. The precious will be mine. Only one can claim the precious. I just need creatures in play. Also, this will make me a food, which is nice. Let's see what he sacrifices. Oh, this is... There's no goblins or orcs, so he can't block with either of them still. This gives first strike. Okay, I'm not going to block his Nazgul, and he didn't have removal last turn, so we'll just do it like this. My Hobbit Sting can now kill Nazgul if he doesn't do anything else. No! Please! Show mercy! It's but a voracious fellbeast. It was but hungry. Swap cycling. Thank goodness. We're safe. For now. Hopefully we're kind of seeing the value of Shire Terrace even in a 2-color deck, because being able to have this white tree is great. Also, hopefully you're seeing the power of this card. This card is incredible. No! The Hornberg. No, don't sacrifice a creature to kill my creature. Uncalled for. Oh, the Balrog. Yep, okay. Another Hobbit Sting wasn't exactly what I wanted. I'm feeling precarious. I needed a cheap creature this game. I've drawn only expensive creatures, and it's really making my deck function poorly. Like, if I could draw a Protector of Gondor, my deck would just be humming along. All of a sudden, Hobbit Sting is 2 mana to kill spell. And I have a thing to sack to Nasty End, and Bob's your uncle. Maybe attacking for 5 was a mistake there. I will kill Nazgul next turn. I just haven't had 3 creatures in play because I've drawn all of my 6-drops. Yeah, oh, that's perfect. Huge. Huge, huge, huge. Okay. I cannot gain life. That's not ideal. Well, that's a good draw. First things first, kill that. To its target creature. Okay, so they can't just burn me out. That's huge. Okay. Kill that before they have sacrifice up. This costs 3 to equip. I'm not going to do that. I could claim the precious. To kill their 4/4. I will do that. Because that's really the scariest thing to me right now. You shall bear the ring, Eagles of the North, as many thought you should in the books. Which means now if I sacrifice it to Nasty End, I get to draw 3. I can kill Grima later with this Hobbit Sting. But I think killing their 4/4 saves me the most, because even if they kill one of my blockers, I still have another. Also, this has Ward now, which is nice because of this. I think it's a bit greedy to attack, considering I can't gain any life with this in play, which is really annoying. But luckily I have claimed the precious. Two cards to 2 cards. I think my 2 cards are pretty good. Hobbit Sting is going to be good. I just need to draw a creature. I might as well block because they can do this thing anyway. Like, they can just pump it and then sack it to this guy. Which they'll probably do. Actually, they can't pump it and then sack to that guy because this has Ward 1. If only I had Hobbit's Sting up. Because then I could respond to the 3rd pump and really wreck them. I don't know why they're doing it like that. That's really not the way to do it, because now I get to sacrifice. Wait. That is not the way they wanted to stack that. Unless they have a 1-drop to play. And I get a food, so now this thing is still close to being really good. Hobbit's Sting. And now I can gain life again, which is a huge factor in me killing Grima. Like, this is why I did this play, because now they have to chump block every turn, and Grima's off the board, so I can gain 9 life. Okay. Because they're at 7, and I have a 7/7, which is very relevant. And I have Nasty End for if they do have removal eventually, unless they have it this turn, in which case I'll just gain my life, bide my time. This is a pretty interesting match so far. I think that not using the Goblin Fire Leaper correctly is going to cost him, which is, on one hand, unfortunate, but also, like, that's the whole point of playing the game, just because you have to play well. Sometimes you make small mistakes that add up. I don't know why they tried to use the thing's trigger when they could have just pumped it into the damage it needed. Okay, that can't block. So they have to jump with their 1/1. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go up to 9 so they can't hit me and then sacrifice their last guy. That's not good. I'm gonna keep this in case I draw Shire Sheriff. Now I can't attack. This is unfortunate for sure. That's a card. A very nice card. So they have to jump with their goblin, which then means this guy won't be able to block. And I can put the thing on Faramir, hold up Nasty End and the food. Okay. The dicey situation we find ourselves in. Okay, they amass Orcs 1, they lose a life. They were at 1 less life than then this guy would be lethal. Nice. Okay. I should have held land so I could, if the ring tempted me, I'd be in good shape. Ring tempts you to choose a creature other than Faramir, I get a 1/1. Can't let Faramir carry that ring. But now it's legendary, so both of my guys are lethal. I will admit I forgot that that was going to happen. So now they have to double jump. They accept their fate. Good game. That was a close one. If I hadn't gained an extra 6 life from food, I would have died. Real good. That was fun. Well, 2-0 with this deck so far. See you folks in the 3rd round. Hello again. We're back. We have the flowering of the white tree once more. And as long as the white tree is in flower, we shall not be defeated. For so it is written, that the white flower is unbeatable. Oh, no. Well, this Sam is pretty good. Aha! I'm gonna try to beat their Sam with my Sam. Because their Sam is a lot better. Mine's better in the late game, but for now I just had to get it off the board. And I forgot that the ring tempts me, but that makes my black wrath a lot better. Ooh, a generous Ent! Well played, Ent. Oh, there's a rainbow in that. Oh gosh, I'm so dead. Well, I guess I'm going to flash in my 3/3 flyer. This card. Oh, they're playing a Shire Scarecrow, and I'm going to lose. I'm so sad. Losing to a Shire Scarecrow is the ultimate shame. Four-turn clock starts now. I will probably play Black Breath to get another tempt so I can start looting. At some point. Scrying is so stupid with Elven Chorus, my gosh. Oh, that's so bad for me. No! They used the Shire Scarecrow to play Galadriel. Oh, that's unreal. This is such a bad combo for me. Okay. Well, at least they don't have any more action. Don't it? I'm so close to killing them. Literally one off. I'm gonna do it. This way I have outs, and next turn I'm playing this already, so I don't really have a better bet here. Because this way I have 2 draws at finding my +1/+2 card. No, it's a food token. Devastating. I'm devastated. What? Oh, brutal. Come on, give me that. Oh, they had that anyway. So what are they going to do this turn? They're going to fight my guy. I don't want that to happen. So they can't really tag me with this guy anymore. They can tag me for 7, 10, 13. But I can gain 3. Oh my gosh, they have a red card? Oh my gosh. That's funny. Three, 10, 13, 16, 18. Well, I have to do this. And I'm literally 1 life point away from winning. Oh, that's so brutal. 10, 13, 16. I can't block Mary. I have to trade him. Yeah, and with that, I just lose. Wow. That's so brutal. The fact that their top card was Mary Esquire of Rowan. I mean, Rowan, that card didn't matter. They were had the thing anyway. Oh my gosh. And there's Shelob's ambush. Gosh darn it. If I'd had that in hand, I could have won. Oh my gosh. That was so brutal. They just had a series of rares that, in tandem, are basically unbeatable. Like, as soon as they played this card and this card, it was like, okay, what am I going to do? I did kill their Sam, though. Good job, Nikolai. I think I had to go for the aggro plan with the flying thing. Maybe I was supposed to wait and just get this guy into play, but this guy was going to wreck me. They played, like, way better cards than I did. Yeah. That's what happens when one player plays 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rares, 6 rares, and the other person plays 1. I have this card, which is really good. Yeah, I did my best. I was closer than it looked. See you folks next round. Welcome to another round. Definitely a keepable hand here. We've got Eowyn, we got Protector, we've got some top end for when we draw it. Ooh, synergy. Whee! Nice, I can get a swamp. My swamp! That was a really bad Shrek impression. I'll do better. Donkey! They probably have the counter spell, and it's probably not good that they're going to get to counter my legendary creature and get a ring tempts them trigger. But I think I have to just put them to the test here. I mean, if I don't play Eowyn now, I'm just going to get wrecked next turn by not having another creature still. Oh, and they don't have it. Let's go. Great. They just had nothing. Perfect. The perfect situation. If they do kill Eowyn, I think I play Protector of Gondor, because the 1/1 trades with this perfectly. Otherwise, I think I get greedy. I don't think I do this. Mirkwood Bats is nice, because it'll do an extra damage when I play Gondor, and it can start attacking them. Oh no. Billy old pal, the pony. Yeah. So I am going to do this. Build the pony. I haven't seen it in play yet. I'm interested. Well, there that guy goes. Do I want to trade my 2/4 that gives abilities for Bill? I think so. And a food token. Oh, that card does not work the way I thought it did. I thought it swapped its power and toughness. My bad. Well, that was an incredibly bad block then. Lesson learned. Hopefully. Now this will work the way I want it to. But I could have like waited a turn and then double blocked with Eowyn and Protector of Gondor. Well, I'm glad I'm learning this now, because now everyone in the pre-release will know. I hope to draw a swamp here. I really want to draw swamp. Maybe I should have saved these for when I had Sam up. Swamp me. Give me the swamp. Heck yes. Magic is easy. Magic is so easy. I really want to hold this land so I can loot it away, because I have a Ring Tempts and Ring Tempts. Okay. Sure. This is getting to be a lot of planes. I'll play one of them. I still have 2 to loot away, and this way I have a little bit more mana. If I find myself in a pickle. Which I just might. If they have a cantrip, I can trade with this thing. Sam to get it back, then play it and slip on the ring it. That's a good spell to draw. This would be a lot easier if I had an Eowyn. Get wrecked. This is pretty good. No! Oh, devastated.
Oh, man. That last card of theirs was pretty dang good. Or their second to last card. Of course, yeah. Now they get to loot, and I just lose. I was really counting on the ring to save me, because I've drawn all of my lands this game. Oh well, I guess you do your best and just get max punished every time. Sure. Oh, I'm so disappointed. That was going to be my... Because I had the 4/4, but I was like, oh, I can just make Sam, play this thing, kill their last creature. It was going to be peachy. And it even just gives them the ability to loot now. Gosh darn it. Protector of Gondor. Gosh. Oh, man. I did so much stuff this game to try and... Oh, man. And then they have Gandalf. It doesn't actually do that much here. But now they're never going to flood out, which was kind of one of my saving graces, that they could whiff. Because of this, they're never going to whiff. Never going to whiff you out. Never going to flood those lands. Gosh, if I just didn't try to trade and I just get to loot a couple turns, I think I have a good shot. But their 4/4 is going to hurt me. It's going to hurt. Oh, well. Wow, if that's what they're getting rid of, I'm toast. Yep, I'm super dead. Well, it was a close game while it lasted. The ring does feel like one of those things where it makes it like impossible to win a top deck war if they have the ring going. Because there's so much card selection. Like, I really just want to surrender now. There's no chance I win this game. Because they're going to never draw another land, and I'm going to. I think this play was correct, though, for what it's worth. Because I had no other stuff to work with. As you see, I have nothing else in the tank. I have to, like, make the most use out of my Sam and stuff. And if it works out, I win the game. It just so happened that I lost the game. This actually gives me a chance. What I can do is I can double block and then use this so that the block still goes through. And get rid of their ring bearer. Sure. Never mind. They just decimate me. Not that surprising, but it is sad. I would have surrendered a long time ago, but you're not really supposed to surrender early in the early access event. You're supposed to let it play out. They chose a new ring bearer. Yikes. I'm not sure that was correct. Yeah. If they make some crazy alpha strike here, I mean, I'm never going to deck them because they have lamp, which is super. Oh, and they have that card, so they're just going to shuffle in all their good cards again. But it is funny because this thing isn't an optional trigger, so that thing has to loot. This is going to be funny because they can threaten lethal, and I get to just own them. Lifelink. Lifelink. Oh, so if they'd played that pre... Oh, no, they looted into it, I guess. It was kind of funny. Lifelink hype. Oh, man. Let's just see if we can live another turn. Or if they're gonna somehow, like, deck themselves. Gosh, if they didn't have Lambda spread, they would actually be at legitimate fear of decking themselves. Or this card, which also shuffles their entire graveyard into their library. There's no chance I win this game. I can't deal any damage to them. I'm just going to concede. It's like they don't know that I actually have the tools to survive. To them, it looks like I'm surrendering to their flyers. All right, I'll see you folks in the 5th and final round with this deck. Welcome to the final round. As I said, I'll play 5 rounds. So even though if I win this, I could keep going, I'm just going to try and get a 3-2 victory and call it a day. I'm going to keep this hand. It's not very good, but it's got some lands to play while I wait to draw my black mana or my other spells. Though, to be fair, when I did keep the hand, I thought this was the white tree for some reason. And now I'm going to lose very badly. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. This is not good. Oh, I'm so dead. I kept a bad hand, and now I'm going to lose badly. And of course, to rub it in, they have all 3 colors on turn 3. But this is really my fault for keeping it. I mean, I don't know how bad this hand actually is, but it's certainly not looking great. If they have a trick, I might as well block the one that has more. Oh, nice. This worked out way better for me because I blocked this way. I was like, if they have a trick, I might as well block this guy. And then I lose. Yeah, this was definitely a mulligan hand. Yep, yeah, this is bad. Let's just pretend this game didn't happen. The other games that I lost were like kind of getting unlucky. This one was like, if I hadn't mulliganed, I was gonna be fine. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-da. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Man. This Scry deck feels pretty cool. Got punished for this not being a swamp, because if I had a 4 or 5 in play right now, I might actually have a chance. But yeah, sometimes you have to keep a sketchy hand. Like, it's funny, because if I had mulligan that hand, it could have also really backfired as well. Like, it wasn't guaranteed to succeed. Because mulliganing, you lose a lot of games, and they just have like this crazy Bant deck that has perfect mana. Well, I can't hit my second swamp for the extra tilt value. They just get to scry infinite times. Celeborn is insane. If I win this game, it would be insane. Go to 1. Oh my gosh. Could I just have bought a swamp this game? Friends, Romans, countrymen. Lend me your swamps. Jeez Louise. I still lose if I draw a swamp, but at least I'd have some dignity. Yep, I lose. Well, going from 2-0 to 2-3 isn't a great feeling, but to be fair, this game was like, I was kind of screwed by my opening hand regardless of how I did it. Like, if I'd mulliganed, I think I still probably lose. Just because they had a pretty great draw on the play. Actually, I was on the play, wasn't I? I have no idea. But yeah, they had a great draw. The 2-mana 1-3 into the 3-2 is pretty dang good. And they had all their colors. And mulliganing is just really bad. That's why I try not to. And then the round before, I lost to the counter spells wrecking me and then flooding out. And the round before that, I don't exactly remember. Short memories serve you well. Oh, right. They had that absurd rare. They played like 6 rares in one game. No, that was how I lost that one. So overall, I don't think the deck was bad. So you can't always judge it by a record. I think the deck was pretty solid. And the draft was very interesting. I had a bunch of bobbing and weaving that I did. So yeah, if you did make it all the way to the end of the video, in the comment section down below, leave hashtag White Tree wins, because the White Tree was almost undefeated. We lost one game when we played it, but it was a pretty great card in the deck. It was our best card by far. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Once again, shout out to Wizards of the Coast for the free preview account. And remember to hit the like button, subscribe for more, comment with your questions, thoughts, and feedback. And I'll talk to you next time.